said y'all wasn't capable.
Now, clearly he wasn't. I don't think he was responding.
He wasn't responding to her. You messy.
I don't think he was responding saying, I'm
He's
not
so
sitting
messy.
at the table with 3 qualified men. CNN cut it this way. I didn't cut it this way.
CNN messy.
That's funny, though. That's a funny place.
See how CNN, see how they start drama just that fast?
That we got before we get.
Do you see how they start drama like just that fast? They cut that clip and people will take that and be like, trying to cancel that man, like, oh, he said he not sitting at the table with 3 strong like black women. It be like little stuff like that, but of course nobody don't see it.
Into the meat of the show. All right, Charlemagne had some interesting things to say.
Oh boy.
Be said if you are willing to say it. It's not about what can't be done. It's about who has the political will to do it. I don't want to hear a peep from Democrats about nothing until they get the say what's really on their mind.
Thank you.
In regards to this country and this world. Trump doesn't care if it sounds ridiculous. Trump doesn't care if it makes sense. It's no political correctness whatsoever. As I've been saying for years, the language of politics is dead, and Donald Trump killed it. Period.
Within the past week,
But he made it relatable
so
to where
an interesting conversation around this.
Relatable where you don't feel like, oh, because a lot of people feel like
politics is dead.
Like a lot of people feel like you have to talk a certain way or use certain language, or if you don't have this amount of schooling, they feel like, okay, you can't be involved. And yes, you can. You break it down to your level. You break it down to where you understand. That's it, y'all. That's all you got to do. I promise. And we are reviewing the OHGI network. Young black brother. I think like on the same age. But, and I'm getting ready for work, y'all. So my bad. Y'all hear me combing this hair? This hair was some really good hair, but you know how like after so long, and yes, I still wear pack hair. I know y'all too rich for that, but and still do. Who got something to say? Which y'all hear it. But when I washed it and blow dried it, it was so nice. But I'm thinking about cutting it in about. I was actually thinking about cutting it out. But anyways, let's go. So we had just listened to the clip with Jasmine Crockett and I don't know the other young lady name. She a black girl. I think she be on Fox. But and I know y'all probably don't watch Fox. I know a lot of people watch the more left leaning individuals. But yeah. So and so the YouTube channel, I told y'all the name, and it stands for the Out Here Getting It Network. So we was watching that clip, and I ain't gonna lie, when I was like not so informed, I did follow Jasmine, but even before I did used to notice she like a what do you call it? I always tie everything like back to race, and everything don't got to do with race. I really wish we didn't put such a big emphasis on it, like on race. Like, I really wish we didn't. Why do we do that, y'all? And another thing, hold on. Dang, I don't even know if we can see it. I'll have to go back. But another thing, they was made a good point. This gentleman he basically was like, they do it. Dang, did I take a picture of it? He was like, they basically do it on purpose. And I'm like, when you think about it, like before I actually woke up, right? Because this what happened. Like people can say what they want. They can say, what they be saying, oh, you a house ninja, Uncle Tom, like all of this stuff. First of all, let's start with Uncle Tom was the hero, in my opinion, which I'm entitled to because it's my channel. If you don't want to hear it, move along. Thank you. And like my video before you go. When I tell y'all, we have been bamboozled for so long, but this is not the time of the day. And I'm getting off at 9:15, y'all. But I will be getting on every morning so we can just talk about real life junk, y'all. Talk about things because, like, everybody be so busy. People don't watch the news. People don't know what's going on. But y'all very much need to be interested in why everybody be acting like politics not interesting. If you really, like, take the time and sit down and, like, look at some stuff, I promise you, y'all, I can sit down and relate everything that be going on to, like, your favorite show. Like, Power. Remember, like, Power? Like, literally, y'all, everything that be going on, it's like a real life, like, soap opera. And you could break it down. It's like they like in fangs and then trade the F for a G. Like, that jump be so interesting, y'all. I promise. Like, I really wish I'm gonna take the time one day and I'm gonna sit down and like break it down. But when I tell you, it be like so much stuff going on. Then like once you like know and you know like what's going on and you be like watching, like then when you watch stuff, you be like, this is very much tea. I'm telling y'all, like so juicy. Like the thing, I know y'all probably seen like people making memes and stuff yesterday. So, you know, President Jimmy Carter, his funeral was yesterday. I forgot how old he was, but he lived a long time, you know. And so I hear that he passed. We had to go over him one day. Yeah, he was like, Sean. Anyways, but anybody passing is like sad. So I am sorry to hear, you know, that he passed. But people were making memes and stuff because um Big Donnie and Barry was sitting next to each other, right? And so if you don't know who that is, so Trump, I call Trump Big Donnie, and I call Obama Barry, because you know Barry his real name. Oh, you ain't know that? Okay, we'll have to talk about that one day. But anyways, so they was like sitting down, right? And it's the video going around. Y'all, didn't I tell y'all I was supposed to be getting ready because I'm getting ready for work, and I was just sitting here talking when I'm supposed to be moving around. So they was sitting there talking, and if you look at like the videos, y'all, you'll think they was just like homeboys or whatever. So let's start with, even though they be like talking about each other and making it seem like they don't like each other, let's start with, they really all work together, y'all. Like, don't get me wrong. I did vote for Big Donnie. So if that make you don't want to like subscribe to my channel or don't like me no more, I totally get it. You entitled to your own opinion. I'll be okay, like my video on your way out. But they was just like vibing. So people like, oh, I thought they didn't like each other. And I'm like, what's so crazy is if you vividly remember when, what's the name? When Kamala, when she was like, I think it was like what, like kind of towards like the end of um the campaign election. It was like towards the end. And remember when he came out and he was like talking to everybody, like he was talking to everybody, but it was specifically like addressed to the Brown brothers. Like that really hurt him. That hurt his brand because number one, she wasn't doing as well as they was telling everybody. And the thing about it is, if you had been doing like if people had been doing their own like actual research, people would have seen that. Like it's no way. Like when she was on different platforms and stuff, look at the type of questions they was asking her. If you see a video or if you go back, like I really want you to, number one, if you decide to go back, put your feelings to the side, sit down, watch the video, listen to the video, right? Listen to when they asked her a question, listen to the question. I want you to pause the video. I want you to stop. I want you to process the question so you fully understand what they asking her, okay? Boom. Resume the video. I want you to listen and see what her answer is when she responds. Listen to see if she actually answered the actual question or if she like veered off and went somewhere else. You probably gonna notice it's like the second. It's like the latter of the two. What I just said, that's what you're gonna notice. So If you picked up on that, then you will know, okay, it's no way this lady is like winning. So, anyways, he hurt his brand. He came out. He was talking to the Brown brothers. Y'all, he was telling people. I vividly remember, even on the at the DNC at the Democratic National Convention when he came out, they just kept saying all of this stuff about Trump. Trump is this. Trump is that. Blah blah blah. Right, y'all. If he all of these things, when did he become all of these things? Like, really stop and think about it. When did Big Donnie become all of these things? Because you do remember at one point, Big Donnie was a Democrat. Do y'all remember that? Like, he was a Democrat. And you know what else? Did you know at one point we were Republicans? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know we were Republicans first? And we like got, I don't even want to say swindled, because in a way it is swindle and it is kind of not right. And y'all, we be like, we're gonna cover everything, but we might have to go for one, go back, come back, all of that. But just know it'd be like a lot of squirrel activity, but pick up what you can, okay? But when did he become all of these things? When did Big Donnie become all of these things? Because at one point, we can go back, we can watch clips of him being on the Oprah show. We can watch clips of him being around these same individuals that they had out saying all of this about him. So when did he become this person? You know when he became this person? When he realized probably that it'd be a whole lot of stuff going on that the people don't know about. I know y'all don't like long form video, but I was gonna say if y'all can go and watch his speech. When I put the live video up, I will go back and put the link down below. I wish I would have I wish I would have listened to that speech like a long time ago. Like for a long time. I asked y'all, when did he become like that? Because these are the questions that I asked my boo. First I asked my mama and then I asked my boo, right? I was just thinking one day, like, I had voted, so I voted for Barry, and that's Obama. And I didn't know I was voting for him. And I'll be honest, at the time, it was, oh, we could possibly have our first black president. Oh my God. Right? So you like, yeah, okay, down for this. And then remember he won. And then remember Jesus had that song, my president is black, my Lambo. When I say to be bumping that junk hard on repeat, okay, think it's a game. Y'all so excited. Didn't even know what did he do? What did he do? Okay, let's see. So at that time, I was getting unemployment, and I remember I think the unemployment checks used to have like, oh, they used to have. He used to give us the extra $50 on the unemployment check, because I remember the max you could get on unemployment at the time, which I think is still the same, and that's a damn shame. And I wasn't trying to rhyme, but I'm just saying that's like crazy. Like not like crazy. Like that's what the hell. I was getting unemployment back in what that was like 2009. Why is the rates on unemployment like still the same? That's crazy, right? But anyways, it was 550 every 2 weeks. And when Barry was in office, when Obama was in office, we used to get an extra $50. We used to be like, oh yeah, we love Obama. I think they had increased the food stamps at the time. See, all of these things that I be talking about, y'all. Yeah, at one point I did get assistance. But when they talk about wanting to cut that junk off, I ain't gonna lie. I know people gonna be mad at me, but guess what? This is my opinion, and oh well, get mad if you want to. Y'all, I can see like sometimes I'd be like, okay, if they want to cut it off, I see why. Like everybody was mad at Trump now when they was talking about doing away with the Department of Education and stuff. Like acting like, okay, if they do away with it, everything just gonna stop. No. That mean that particular area like in the government, that means it will be no more. Like, do you know? Well, I know y'all don't know because y'all don't be like paying attention. Y'all only watch like reality type stuff. Y'all don't look at like real life shit. So it's okay. But I wish y'all like took the time to look and see how they be spending the money. So we veered out, but I was telling y'all about his speech at Davis. What is it? Davos? I think they pronounce it Davos. They be what's the name of the place? It's something to do with like the World Economic Forum. Go back and listen to that speech. Listen to that speech, y'all. It be a whole lot of stuff like going on, and that's why they didn't like him. He once he noticed it, um, he started like talking about it. And when you like notice something and you start talking about something, you have like two types of people, right? You have people who could be like how I was. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Ooh, y'all. Thank you, Lord. I just thought about it. Okay, so you have like two type of people. Well, you have probably like three. But when it comes to when you are like sharing information, you have the type of person that will like, okay, I ain't gonna down what you saying and I ain't gonna agree with that shit. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna stop. I'm going to listen to like what you're saying and like really listen so I can process it and make a decision about like what you're saying, right? And then you have the type of person that'll just be like, okay, no, I don't want to hear that shit. Move along, please. And then you have the type of people that be like, kind of, I guess, looking like you don't kind of understand like what's so. And maybe I was that type of person at first. You don't really understand what's going on, but you know something going on, and so now you looking for like a community or somebody who can maybe like explain it a little bit more to where like in your language to where you understand what the hell going on, right? Okay. So you have those type of people. Y'all, a good majority of the people right now are in the group to where it's like, I don't want to hear that shit. Cause like I've been taught this one thing. Like I've been taught this one thing my whole life, and why would they lie to me? So of course they wouldn't lie to me. They wouldn't lie to me. They wouldn't. My parents wouldn't lie to me. My elders wouldn't lie to me. The people who told me they had my best interest at heart, no, they wouldn't lie to me. They wouldn't tell me all of these things and have me thinking all of this stuff to turn around and find out somebody lied. Now I ain't saying who, but somebody damn lied. And so the problem is you don't have nobody that is wanting to stop and go and examine this situation, which would put us back here. Why they stopped messing with him. All of that stuff that he was saying. Okay, so first of all, let's start with I am a African American woman. Okay, so I'm black. Um, in the black community, we are, and I say we. Okay, so I'm just talking about myself because you know people be like, oh, you can't speak for everybody, blah blah, blah. And I can't. But I'll say this. For the most part, what time it is? Oh, it's not on now. Okay, y'all finna hurry up and get off here. Child, we're gonna have to get back on later and talk about this. But in the black community, for the most part, we are, and I done totally stopped the video. I need to get back on the, well, we about to get back on there and listen a little bit more. And then we'll finish this later. But let me say this. You are basically raised, like we are raised to vote Democrat, okay? And when you ask why, if you ask why, right? If, yes, if, because some people don't even ask why. That's another thing. What is your damn why? You need a damn why. Your why gonna keep you out of a lot of bullshit. Get you a damn why. Like WHY, like a why you doing something. Oh, I get up and go to work every day and work hard because I want to be able to help contribute to provide for my family. My family is my why. So when these people be on the job sometimes and the customers be like pissing me off and stuff, I have to remember my why. No, not only can I not like snap on these people because I'm better than that, I'm not that quick. Be ready to cuss your ass out, Anthony's like that I was back in the day. Like I have matured, I have grown, and I also got a why. Like let's keep it real, y'all, because like sometimes all of that grown mature shit be out the door. Like when people like take you to that point, that's why you got to learn how to work on your emotions. You got to learn how to work on your emotions, y'all. You got to. But yeah, like they raise us to think, okay, you vote Democrat if you black because they is for us and they is for them. Like that's what they teach us. That's what they tell us. And nobody don't ask why. So I asked why one day. I asked my mama because like I always been like kind of into that stuff, y'all, but just not like how I am now. Like now I have an understanding. Like I am seeking to get more understanding, but at one point I was just doing it to do it. So when elections and different things came around, I would call my mama because my mama always been on that stuff. Like she's always found that like that type of stuff like interesting, right? So I called her and I was like, Ma, so I would call her and I'll be like, okay, Ma, like who we vote for? And she'd be like, well, of course, you are. She'd be like, all them. So when you go to the to like vote a precinct or whatever, like next to the candidate name, it have like their party affiliation. So tell the truth. Drop a one in the chat. Tell the truth. If you vote, because some people don't even vote. That's a whole nother thing. Y'all was out here just going so hard. Mad that Kamala didn't win. Out here shaving your head, threatening to unalive yourself. And you don't even be voting. You don't even be knowing what be going on. But anyways, when you go to the voting precinct and you go down the list, right, and say it's like more than one Democrat on the ticket, do you go to like read the names to see who names sound black or blacker? Because that's normally how y'all had us doing. But anyways, vote blue no matter who. So that we need to do away with that shit. Don't think I'm saying it like I'm agreeing. But I asked her, I was like, Ma, why do we vote Democrats? So, typically they tell us. He couldn't give you a definitive answer. Just tell the truth. He couldn't give you y'all. She still can't give you a definitive answer. Yeah, and she also told me that her stuff, like most of her beliefs, align with the with the conservatives. So I'm like, Ma, why? So why are we doing this? But she was like, she just can't see herself going in the precinct and number one voting for a Republican and number two voting for Donald Trump. Everything they was telling us about this man was basically a lie, y'all. Like it was a lie that they told us, and nobody don't know it's a lie because nobody won't go and take the time to do further research. But yeah. But anyways, I'm about to go. He is so rude, y'all. He is so rude. Hold on.
In order for you to get out of the current situation that you're in, when in all actuality, it's not the Democrats or the Republicans that are going to get you out of your situation. It's you.
It's your ass. I just turned the video back on. We'll finish that later, y'all. But do your own research. He ain't who they said he was. That's why you see Derek and him talking at JC funeral, Jimmy Carter. Okay.
Honestly, I would have told you.
And I'm about to finish getting ready for work.
That's what it is. But yeah, arrogant people eat that ish up.
Arrogance. People eat that ish up. And said, you said Walmart? Why, bro? Hot take, Target over Walmart. Yeah, I agree. Mama Lay, happy Friday, good people. Please remember to
I prefer Target over Walmart.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure
y'all. But my bank account.
Let me get through these comments and then we're gonna move on. Actually, we're gonna keep going, finish this video, and then move on to the next. Coolio fan wrote, "Arrogance is self-defeating. Better to be realistic and earn your self-confidence through action."
Yes.
If you're looking at better, it's always, to me, better to be realistic. But to me, there's a healthy level of seeing yourself as greater than you may currently be. I've heard plenty of quotes where, like, even Lil Wayne, I remember when he said,
that's kind of like what manifested is when you think
or
about
maybe
it.
it wasn't Lil Wayne, when he said, I said I was the greatest before I knew I was. So I have no problem with you putting out.
Okay, because one day, baby, I'm gonna have
you're working towards
2 million
I got no problem with that.
people that come
I got
and
no
want to hear
problem
that
with you
real
waking up every morning and saying, I'm amazing, I can accomplish anything. I have no problem with you saying those things. I think those can actually be positive affirmations.
Oh,
now,
what I was just okay.
Become unhealthy, but you know what? You know what's funny? We never have. When we're speaking of the conversation about firefighters,
TikTok and them shit.
We have no, matter of fact, I'm not going to take it there.
Don't take it there because you know they be mad.
Let me
don't do it. Don't do it, bro.
I'm with you. I think that you can have a healthy level of arrogance. I do. But then we're just playing word games because I get it. I don't know. Different definitions. I get all that. Yeah. So Uncle Brother wrote, "For my years spent involved with the making of music videos, some of them rap videos, I can tell you it's all smoke and mirrors intended to leverage emotions, making people easier to manipulate."
Thank
Uncle
you.
Brother, this is why we love having you here.
For real.
Vaughn, shout out to my brother Vaughn's in the building.
Everybody be in their damn feelings. Nobody don't be thinking logically, and boom, we back in the same thing. Y'all, I cannot believe it. It's Friday, bitch. It's Friday, bitch.
So we were talking about firefighters earlier, and Quan is a firefighter. Quan, do you think it's fair? You don't have to answer this. You can, if this is a touchy subject that you don't want to get into,
what?
Just act like you got a fire and you can't respond. I got it. Do you think it's fair for a woman to be able to become a firefighter with different standards than what a man has to complete in his test? Do you think that that's fair?
No.
I'm going to take it or leave it. We're going to move on to the next topic. Ignore that. If that's going to put you in a funny situation, don't answer it. Put the pride to the side. Ego, don't answer it. I'm begging you. If that's going to put you in a compromising position, don't answer it. We'll talk about it after the show. Matter of fact, don't answer it. I'm not. Please don't answer it. That's what I'm asking. Please don't answer it. Okay. Let's keep moving on.
This next person, Johnny Maga, in his conversation with President Trump. That is very true. This next person, Johnny Maga, writes, "Obama in November. Trump is an existential threat to our democracy."
What I told y'all.
Obama in January. And here he is just laughing and enjoying his company. They genuinely look like they're just friends. Clay Travis asks a question. Did Obama vote for Trump too?
According to the map.
That was wrong what I did with Quan, right? I can't throw out the question and then tell him not to answer. All right, so Quan answered. So now we going there. And Anthony's wrote, "No, heck no, it ain't fair." So Quan, if the standards are the standards.
The standards the standards. You don't change the damn standards.
Why is
because you can't meet the standards, you don't lower the damn standards. You train and you do whatever you need to do to meet the damn standards.
Am I wrong? I believe that the test is different.
What?
Maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong? Well, did something change? Because from my understanding, the conditioning test was different. But maybe I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I hope I am wrong.
I hope you is too.
And I'm wrong. As far as the test being different for men and women, I hope that the test is the same. Maybe I'm wrong, and we can throw out.
I'm gonna look it up.
You could throw out everything that.
What am I thinking? Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I gotta go get ready for it. I'll be right back.
So, yeah, I thought that the test was differently, but maybe I'm wrong. Come on, is the test different for men and women? So he said you weaken the chain by making exceptions. This is a firefighter talking to y'all. You weaken the chain by making exceptions. So Quan said that no, ours are the same. So Quan said that theirs are the same.
So I may be completely wrong. Let me actually look that up. If that is the case, then throw out everything that I said previously, and we can move on. But matter of fact, I'm gonna move on. Somebody tell me if it is different. If it is different. And I actually have a response to that. But we'll keep that. We'll keep that. We'll keep that going because I don't want to make. Let me say one more time. If I am wrong as far as the standards being the same, then that's just wrong, and I'm happy with that. Let's move on. And Vaughn said every state and country is different. All right, so it's different. All right, so there we go. All right, let's I'm glad that particularly is the same in your group. Possible bow-tied ranger says it's odd to see the guy who claimed Trump was a fascist rapist Hitler for 8 years sit next to him and laugh at his jokes during a funeral. And people are imagining what it is they're saying to each other. Now, I do want to say this. It is something that is a bit frustrating that they keep Americans rather, at one another's throats, left versus right, with their rhetoric, right? When we are talking about having assassination attempts, the reason that this happens is because they are saying Trump is literally Adolf Hitler. That's where we're at right now in election cycles. Like, we've gone the most extreme we could possibly go to. We were told that he is the second coming of Adolf Hitler. Now they say it's me. They've moved on from Trump. But the point is that what is the purpose of using that kind of rhetoric only to turn around? Would you sit down? Are we supposed to believe that everything in every movie that we've ever seen about Adolf Hitler is just false and actually it would be? So hold on. So Honest wrote, in some states there are differences in the number of sit-ups and push-ups and the run times based on gender and age. That's what I'm saying. But I like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. In some areas, shout out to the towns where it's the same. Shout out to the towns where it's the same. Shout out to the towns where it's the same. I think when I looked at it, it was saying that, So this one that I'm getting right here from the United Women Firefighters, this actually says we get treated the same as our. So they're actually saying that the test is the same for their fire department, but unlike the military or other city agencies, well, actually, I don't know what this is because it says the military and other city agencies, there is. Unlike the military or other city agencies, there's not a different physical exam or academy requirements for women and men. So they're different for the military and some city agencies. So I guess it varies. So for the ones that the test is the same, I'm with you. I appreciate that. For the ones that it's different, that's the issue that I have. Let's keep going. Let Candace finish and then we'll move on. Weird if he appeared and everyone who said those things and created those movies just became best friends with him. Yeah. That's the signal that it sends, that you're saying these things to demonize someone and you don't believe those things. And you have so many followers and believers who actually do. So it is a little bizarre that they are enjoying each other's company so much. Trump is very warm with people. Hold on, we're not showing this one. We are not showing this one. All right, hold on. Let me get to it. And yeah, matter of fact, now that I'm thinking, like, I think that Hold on, to go put my lashes on. And Honest wrote, hold on. Well, come on. Honest wrote, I think you're referring to those who use the Cooper standard, so I'm not familiar with that. But I'm glad that Quan clarified. Because I was wrong. Y'all just dropped my damn thing. As far as with that firefighting. I just dropped my damn iPad. Jersey or wherever. Y'all just dropped my iPad. What the hell? That's what I think it should be. Y'all so happy I figured out I could use StreamYard on my phone. I did not know that, y'all. So let me ask you. So now I'm like looking at it from a different perspective. What? Because I was wrong to Quan. So let me ask y'all this. What? So based on what Quan just said, you weaken the chain by making exceptions. You do. Why are there different standards in other areas? And to the example that we used as far as with schooling, why would you allow certain groups of demographics to get in with a lower score? First of all, I've been saying that, and people was looking at me like something was the hell wrong with me. Yeah, we'll keep going. Because if you can't get to the standards, you don't change the damn standards. I don't give a damn who get mad. That's all we talking about. Y'all don't like to do the truth. Don't want to go that way. I want to just lie, y'all. All right.
Okay.
I want to take a look at. We got to go back to this Joy Reid. This Joy Taylor.
Y'all want somebody. A lot of y'all want somebody.
We got to go back to this Joy Taylor situation. Hold on. Let me show y'all.
Unaware.
A video. So if you were paying attention to
like them, if you do
the
research.
show, or if you tapped in on Wednesday, if you've been paying attention to what's been going on with the Fox, the FS1 lawsuit, then
that's a whole other
you thing. Tell me if this video that I'm getting ready to play y'all, if you see it in a different light now.
Okay.
If I can actually find it. So with the Fox lawsuit, Joy Taylor, we know what she's allegedly being accused of.
Man, I seen some clips of her
sleeping her way in order to get to certain positions. So I want to play a video.
Who we know who they were.
Jason
where did it cut off family and
friends on his Twitter. X, I keep calling it Twitter.
I call it Twitter too,
with
bro.
Joy Taylor having strong opinions when it came to Jeff Saturday getting a job at the Colts head coach. So if you're not familiar, the Indianapolis Colts, they hired Jeff Saturday at one point, a former player. He had no coaching experience from my understanding, and he was elevated to head coach when they lost their head coach. He was elevated to that head coach position, and Joy Taylor was very upset. And I know a lot of people were upset saying, like, damn, there's people that were in line for this position, that were more qualified for this position, but then you just make somebody that had limited or no coaching experience the head coach of an NFL team.
They did the same thing with Copeland, the damn
Listen
thing.
to what Joy Taylor
just put her right on in there.
If you think it's
Since
pretty
we're doing
ironic.
Receipts, I'm going to keep those too. Whether Jeff Saturday is successful or not does not diminish the fact that the way he got this job was ridiculous and embarrassing and disrespectful to everyone else in the organization. Everyone doesn't feel great about this hire in the organization.
They definitely disrespected us when they just gave us
the NFL, by the way.
Ain't asked us nothing. They didn't even let us vote. Because had we voted, remember when she was in there running against Biden, when she called him a damn racist? Y'all remember that, though,
blood, sweat, and tears. And if I have a better relationship with this
that's
guy,
why Jill got smoked with her ass.
Remember
Jill
that.
Ain't
and believe me, that message is received when you do things like this. So it's not about if Jeff Saturday wins a game over the Raiders or not. It's about the message that you send about hard work and how it pays off in your organization. And good people that have options don't go to organizations like that because they want to know they have upward mobility. They want to know that their hard work is going to be rewarded and respected. And what the Colts did, said, hard work doesn't matter, honey. Relationships do. Sorry about it.
A lot of people be like that, but they
now. And remember, since we're doing receipts, I'm going to keep those too. Because if you don't have to have requirements, if you don't have to have a resume to get a job, keep that same energy the next time a black coach is up for a job. I don't want to hear a word about what experience he has. What does he call in plays? Jeff Saturday sure wasn't calling no plays. He made that very clear. I am delegating all responsibility except for cheers and motivational speeches to everyone on this staff. So keep that same energy about calling plays. And here's my favorite part about this while I'm ranting. Keeping receipts. The next time a woman's up for a job, I don't want to hear about the experience that she needs to have it. Because I already know she's excellent if she's getting the interview in the first place. So you are loud and tweeting and celebrating this whole thing and celebrating the fact that you don't need certain kind of accomplishments or resumes to get a job. Keep that same energy, please.
What?
I guess Joy is telling us that we should keep the same energy. I guess we should keep the same energy. So, for all of these situations, I just think that we need to look at them in a different light, follow Joy's lead, and keep the same energy when it comes to qualifying for a job.
Okay.
So,
the string went out.
Hold on. I know it just cut out for a second. Hopefully y'all can hear me. But Joy, she should be innocent until proven guilty, right? All right. Even though we don't do that when it comes to men. Matter of fact, I think I mentioned it before where we had a big family conversation where we wanted to say that Diddy was guilty of this and that, or well, he did that to Cassie, so he's guilty of everything else.
And they was mad at me.
Without allowing him to go through the
process. I
I
ain't trying to diminish.
It seems like we do this a lot when it comes to
but in the court of public opinion,
I've never heard a
bitch who guilty.
Am I back? Let me know that.
Hold
on, let me check to make sure that y'all are good and can see me. Are y'all not seeing me? Hold on.
Hold on, let me get out.
Can y'all see me? Hopefully y'all can see me. But what I was trying to say is that with Joy Taylor, and I'll give it a sec, just to let me at least get the chat back. Make sure y'all can hear me. I think y'all can hear me. All right, let me keep. All right, I see the chat. All right, we're good. So the entire Joy Taylor situation.
What?
Here she is in a position where, and I said the difference is she should be assumed innocent, right? Until proven guilty. But with men, we don't typically look at situations like that.
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody screaming out, believe all men. But I have heard people saying, believe all women.
Yeah,
so
she
in
is
a lot of these
innocent,
situations,
but
we have no
I've
problem
seen the clips
throwing
after that and different
Tory
stuff she
under the
done
bus,
said, which
throwing
makes
Diddy
it seem
under
like
the
the
bus,
things that
throwing
people
whatever.
are saying are very much
Whoever
true.
gets accused before they actually go to trial and are found guilty. So let's with Joy Taylor, I guess, should we keep the same energy or not? Let's say that Joy Taylor's innocent. Cool.
Hold on, y'all.
This doesn't apply. But if she is guilty of the things that she accused of, if she actually did do these things where she was sleeping with one of the executives as well as sleeping with a co-host in order to get to a position, and the worst part of that, sleep with whoever you want in order to do whatever you need to do. Cool. That's just morals. You got
right
to each their own.
Everybody confidence on road the same.
If she's guilty of this, saying that, oh, if the executive gets upset,
then
I will just
leverage that's dead ass wrong.
The sexual interaction that we have and me to this man. And
what do I mean
by me to this man? I will say that he sexually assaulted me, even though I used the sex that I had with him in order to get to a particular position. Now, based on what she's saying, we got to keep the same energy that she had with Jeff Saturday. So I just think it's a pretty interesting conversation, and I wanted us to take a look. I know that I didn't want to spend too much time on going back and forth with this entire situation when we don't even know if it's true or not. But to me, it's not even the biggest deal is not even whether or not we know it's true. To me, it's like, why are all these men jumping out the window supporting Joy Taylor? Now, I showed y'all a video of Joy Taylor.
All right, y'all. I didn't even know it was 9:33.
I gotta see.
I gotta go, y'all. I gotta talk to you for real. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for chilling with me. Come back later so we can really talk. Bye.
Because then I saw this clip that I want to show y'all if I can find. I wasn't gonna play this one. Hold on.